Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go over with you guys on the S&P 500. Then I'm going to go over with you guys on ATER, one of the very few stocks that has been reacting against the market. I'm going to go over both of these with you guys. As you guys can see, we did have a pullback here on the S&P 500 as we did lead into CPI reports. We did have an expectation at 8.3. We got a CPI report of 8.5, slightly higher than we did expect, and we did react to the upside. However, as you guys can see, we did digest CPI reports. Again, this is the highest CPI report that we've ever had in the last 40 years. So the market digesting to the downside, dropping below our lows from yesterday. Now, the question is, are we going to bounce off of this very key level that we have been talking about for the last week? I'm going to go over exactly what kind of momentum we do have, what our volume looks like, and again, ATER, what exactly has to happen for us to have a major breakout? Now, before I jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates every single day that I mentioned throughout the week. Again, if you are a day trader or you're just tired of looking at the market all throughout the day and you'd rather have somebody do it for you, go to instables.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. Now, jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the S&P 500, again, we have been watching our 20-day moving average that we have been looking to see if we can cross over our 50 with, and as you guys can see, we did start to respect it. We were leading into CPI, and we did have a pullback, and now we are looking to see if we can bounce off of our 50, just like we had mentioned yesterday, and we do have our wick to the downside here. As you guys can see, we are testing our 50-day moving average, not getting the body of the candle to drop down below it. However, did drop down below our lows from yesterday. As you guys can see, we do have a decrease in volume as we are dropping into lower lows. So if we get an increase in volume here to the sell side and we do continue on into lower lows, then we will have a larger reaction to the downside, and we will be looking to see if we can hold 435, and our next level will be at 420 to the downside. However, if we do have a bounce here on our 50-day moving average, we will be looking for a strong bounce going into this week. We want a strong move to the upside from here. So we will keep an eye on exactly if we continue to respect our 50-day moving average and jump back over our 20 and continue to respect it to continue on up, or we will be looking at that 435 level to the downside if we do continue on lower with that increase in sell volume to confirm to the downside. And again, our next level will be here at 420. We have been talking about these levels previously. 420 and 435 were our very key levels previously that we were looking to see if we can hold. So if we do drop down below 435, we will be looking for either a continuation on down below 420, or we will be looking to see if we can again stay above either our 50-day moving average or bounce off of our 435 level that we have been talking about as a possible overreaction to the downside. So again, we do want a large green candle to come out sooner rather than later, so that way we do have more of a signal on a bounce here. But again, either way, not as bad as we did have leading to Jerome Powell mentioning possible increases in rates. And again, when Russia did initially attack Ukraine, not exactly as fearful as we did have back then. And we did not have our 20 over our 50 at that point. We did come up. We continued to get rejected at our 20. We could not claim it. We continued on lower. And as you guys can see, we now do have our 20 over our 50, showing us that we still could have a bounce here. So again, very much on the watch for that bounce. And if we do continue to respect our 50 or respect our 435 level going into this week. Now, going over ATER with you guys again, ATER has been sneaking around looking for a possible continuation. As you guys can see on the daily chart with ATER, again, we have been looking at our 20-day moving average, looking to see if we can cross over our 50. We are getting very close to it, so we could have a reaction to the upside. That is why I want to keep this one on the watch, and also because they are reacting against the market. As you guys can see, we have our $5 level that we did get rejected at last week. We did mention this one in the Instables room on this continuation. However, we did mention that $5 level is a very key resistance, and we are consolidating. We did not completely dump here. We still could completely dump, so we're going to keep an eye on this, making sure we do get confirmation over this $5 level. As you guys can see on the 5-minute chart, we do have that reaction to the upside and reacting very much against the market and that momentum to the downside. So again, watching that momentum to the downside in the market will be very key for exactly how we react here on ATER. Keeping an eye on how the market reacts and then how ATER reacts during the day is the key to ATER. And if we're going to have a continuation here, just keeping an eye on ATER is what I will be doing here to see if we can break over 5. Again, a nice break today on our trend line that we had here, and we were looking to see if we can continue on with stronger momentum to have a possible continuation. And sure enough, we did break out of this, but we are looking for that stronger momentum to break over $5 so that way we can have a continuation and again that major breakout that we look for in the Instables room. Now again, with that said, if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for intraday perspective breakouts throughout the day, I know the market has been very choppy. Most breakouts have been pre-market news and open. We had amazing breakouts today in the Instables room in pre-market. An amazing breakout as well with QLGN halted at 77 cents, jumping up to $1.48 on the day, over 100% on that breakout. An amazing breakout. I went super heavy on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I went extremely heavy on QLGN because they had news. Again, go to instabulls.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, and all of you instabulls that have been coming over and supporting the channel, we will continue to go at it again. The market pretty choppy towards the end of the day, but again, very nice breakouts this morning, and just staying patient, letting the plays come to us, and we will continue to go at it. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.